Good evening, Gills fans. Welcome back to Gills in the Blood TV for another episode. Finally, we have a home match day live to bring you today. No Boz again, unfortunately. Empty seat due to his ankle injury. He's been to the consultant and unfortunately he's not allowed to get weight on it for another few weeks, so he's out of action for quite a while, it seems. So going to be a guest appearance from Jordan on the match day live tonight. Hopefully catch up with Stocky as well. Just about to set off. What's the time? 6:05. Only got him from work at 10, so he managed to get changed, have some dinner and back on the road again. So hopefully we can go over to the Priestfield and watch the Gills pick up 3 good points, put some pressure on them teams above us. Yeah, no team news yet, so I shall make my way over there and we will catch up with you again once we've got some team news. Just walking to the ground now with Jordan, and team news is in. Looks like 4-2, 3-1 tonight. Lee Martin misses out, which is a bit frustrating, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's ill again. He's been ill a couple of times in the last...
He's missed a couple of times now with illness, which is a bit frustrating. Another one that's playing well, and then we have to keep losing him for games, but gives this Navid Nasseri a chance. First start for him in the league, so it'd be good to see what...
Start, is it?
Yeah, I think he's only played about 10 minutes in the league, so it'd be good to see what he's all about. Connor Wilkinson keeps his place up front. Tom Eves on the bench.
Confidence premium for Wilkinson, isn't it?
I think so, yeah, it's justified. I thought I'd have gone back to 4-4-2 and played Tom Eves as well, but now the threat of the band's out of the way, but nice option from the bench, I suppose.
Yeah.
What do you think in terms of a score prediction?
I'm thinking we might struggle first half, similar to Portsmouth, but I think we'll bring it back, possibly 3-1. 3-1 Gills?
Take that 3-1. I've said 2-0, so yeah, I'd love a 2-goal victory. A few people on the Facebook page today have said 4-1, which would be quite nice. And Connor Wilkinson hat-trick to boot, that'd be nice. So yeah, right, nearly at the ground, so we'll see you inside.
It's been a long time since last night game.
The only game I've seen is Portsmouth in the last month and a half.
Tough Saturday, so it was the back of the line of blue and obviously fucking out the game.
Oh yeah, I remember you put something on Facebook. Yeah. Busy April now, isn't it?
Yeah.
His hometown, always wanted to play for the Gills. 136 appearances, he scored 45 goals, so he'll be amongst the list of all-time scorers for Gillingham. Currently with Ebbsfleet, where he's already scored over 40 goals. He is, of course, and it gives me great pleasure to say once again, Danny Kedwell! If they would give 1 minute's applause as a tribute to Neil, whose family are here tonight. So on the referees, we should whistle thank you very much. Enjoy the game.
4 minutes gone in, it's free kick to MK. This is dangerous, isn't it, Joe? It's a decent chance for MK Dons here. What, they 20 yards out? He's coming in now, he's gone far corner. Connor Wilkinson's blocked it, which is good. Gills trying to get out, stay with it for a sec. Ball into our box. Garmston's got to be stronger there, but Essie's cleared up and we look like we might be breaking here. That's our ball if it goes, but yeah, well defended. Free kick to Gills here, dangerous position, just on the byline. Looks like Paddy Garmston's going to whip it. No, Luke O'Neill's going to hang on back to Garmston, and it's gone horribly wrong. It's a weird one, that. The first ball got over it, didn't it? And then everything was a bit stretched and all a bit rushed. And we didn't look like we knew what we was doing, unfortunately. Still 0-0. This Navi Nasseri started well, hasn't he? He's been bright. He's only little, but he's got 2 good feet, and he's just had a driving run into the box there. I mean, he slapped it wide at the end, but he's been positive, hasn't he? First start, I think he's been really good.
I'll tell you what, he's probably the smallest player in the midfield, but he's nipping in and out. He reminds me of Turkish Messi, actually. He's got some similarities for sure.
Oh yeah, like the lad Ostema at Walsall, yeah, a little player like that. Yeah, he's sort of playing in between the lines, dropping into space. Yeah, and if we can get him into some decent pockets, I think he could be influential in this game, and it's good to see. But yeah, still 0-0. But yeah, I think we're bossing it generally.
Yeah.
Another chance. This is probably our best move, isn't it? Nasseri flips it around the corner and Waggy gets down the line. It's a good ball into the box. I mean, Jake Essenthaler's. He looks like he's appealing for a penalty. I'm not sure it was, or a corner, but he's trying to lift it over the keeper and just gone wide. But
I think that was appealing for a corner.
Ah, right, yeah, it might have been.
Great chance, but just
starting to turn the screw a bit, aren't we? Starting to boss things, which is good. It's out the blue, it's 1-0 to MK Dons. It's Chucks and Nico scored it. But it's handball, isn't it? It's clearly handball. He's brought it down, he touched it with both arms to bring it under control. We can all see it.
The referee can't see, I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's his view blocked, but the linesman can help him out, surely. But it's a really poor goal to concede. It's really frustrating because we've been the better side, but
we have just dropped off in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they probably had their best spell, you're probably right, E, but then we broke up the other end again. But yeah, I don't think they've done enough to deserve to be in front, and it's clearly handball from where we can see, but whether the referee can see it is another matter, which is frustrating, but we've got a bit of work to do here.
Also Scott booking as well.
Who's been booked?
Waggy, I think.
Scott Wagstaff might have been booked for protesting and going a bit too far, but you can understand his point, but the ref can't see it, he can't give it, unfortunately. 1-0 down. Go on, Garms. Stood one up far post. Clear this. It's about 45 yards out. Garmston dink ball far post. Yeah! Come on! Gills are level! I think he's nabbing Nasseri with a header at the far post. But the main thing is we're level 5 minutes before half time. We are 1 minute into the second half and there's a good chance for Gills. Free kick wide left, which Luke O'Neill's going to whip in now. In swinger. Oh, it's been cleared by Lewitton for a corner, but it's a bright start by Gills to this half. Bradley Garmston's come across to take it from the other side. Now in swinger this will be. You stay with it. Comes in there, low one, flicked on Max Amar's not very good. It's come back to Garmston. It's done well, stepped inside and smashed a really poor ball right out for a goal kick over the far side.
Good start.
Yeah, it's been a good start aside from that cross. Yeah, we've been very bright. Still 1-0. Another corner to Gills' far side. Luke O'Neill's going to take it. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh! fans on Ogilvy?
I'm not sure. It was very congested in there.
Yeah, there's loads in there. It's probably, again, it's a case of can the ref see for all the bodies?
Very, very congested.
But it was probably half-hearted appearance, but still 1-1. Gills in a dangerous area. Mark Byrne's going to launch one. Max Amars trying to spin. He's done well. Come back to Mark Byrne. Yes. Decent ball. He kept it alive here, I think. Take this as well. I'll stay with this a minute. And Sarah's ping one in. That's not a bad ball. Defended and headed clear. Had to away, still 1-1 with 20 minutes to go. We're 2-1 down. We've had all the play second half. We just said we haven't worked the keeper enough though. And it's another soft goal.
It all came soft in the centre of the
Centre of the pitch here.
There's no challenge.
No, they let it bounce, and I thought there might have been a foul on Connor Wilkinson, but we just don't react quick enough, and then the ball gets scuffed beyond Holy, and I think, is it Max Amar tries to clear it off the line, but ends up rolling in with it, and it's just a bit rubbish to be fair. We're losing 2-1 now with 5 minutes left. Board's just gone up for 4 minutes injury time. Gills are trying to take a quick free kick, but the referee won't allow it. Down route one for the last couple of minutes because Ben Nugent's just come on for this area. Good ball into the box, defended well. Don't know what going on. Well, get after it, don't stand there moaning! Right, this is how we tried it up again. Desperate now though, 2-1 with about 3 minutes left. Last chance for Gills, throw in far side, Mark Byrne's going to launch it in. It's gone short to Luke O'Neill, this has got to be good. It's absolutely shocking. What a waste. There goes the full-time whistle, we've lost at home 2-1. It's awful, isn't it? It's the first defeat under Lovell since October, but did we do enough with the ball? I don't think we did, unfortunately, but it's really frustrating again. Just parked up after what ultimately turned out to be a very disappointing evening in the end for the Gills, unfortunately. Half time, I thought we'd reacted well to going 1-0 down and scored a decent equaliser through Navid Nasseri. He was very bright. Myself and Jordan spoke about him throughout the first half and thought he was really good on his full debut for the club. So he was definitely a positive. But second half again, we started well, but have we worked their keeper enough? Probably not. I can't recall him having to make a save. He's picked the ball out of the net once. Thomas Holy hasn't had a great deal to do himself. Granted, he's made 2 saves that you'd say were comfortable and you'd expect him to make, but we're the home side. We're meant to be on the front foot. We're meant to be the ones that the onus is on us to go and create things and open them up. And unfortunately, for all the play that we had in the second period, we didn't create enough. And then you're always open to getting caught by a sucker punch, which we did. A lot of Gills fans weren't too enamoured with the referee again. He made some strange decisions. I thought there was perhaps a foul in the build-up to the goal, which proved to be the winner. There was definitely a handball for their first, but whether the ref could see it is the only thing I'd say in his defence for that one. But he did make some baffling decisions. One of the things that really winds me up as a fan is just time wasting. Just go and book someone and then they don't do it. It stops straight away, but referees tend to let it go for a while, and then players keep pushing and pushing and stretching it and bending the rules, so to speak, and then by the time something actually does get done, it's pointless and it's rendered sort of, you know, useless. But that's a small gripe. Ultimately, we probably come up a bit short tonight. I don't think we deserve to lose the game, but we certainly didn't do enough to win it, unfortunately. In terms of a man of the match for us, I thought Navid Nasseri was very good. 2 good quick feet. He liked to get on the ball. Similarly to like Sean Clare when he was at the club. So it'd be great if he can do that on a consistent basis between now and the end of the season. Thought we'd done really well in replacing the captain Lee Martin. And aside from that, probably Gabriel Zakwani stood out. There was a lot of probably 7s in the first half, but then 6s in the second half, so a lot of 6.5s overall. And yeah, someone tweeted me straight after the game, said playoffs gone, ? And I said, yeah, 100%, absolutely, it's gone now, we're not going to get into playoffs. So what we need to do now is make sure we get that next win as quick as possible, and then we can look at, you know, blooding a few, sort of giving players opportunities, those that have not played so much, those that we maybe want to see, so we can make a decision on whether they deserve a new contract for next season. Because for all the talk of the playoffs going into today's game, we were 8 points off the top 6 with a game in hand. If we'd won that, we could have got down to 5. But if you are of a glass half empty set up rather than glass half full, we're only 9 points off the bottom 4 now. So it's it'd be nice to get that win sooner rather than later to get us over the 50-point mark, and then we can relax again. I still don't think we're going down. We're not in any danger for me, but it is, you know, if we're looking at and saying we're only 8 points off the playoffs, then you have to say we're only 9 points off of 21st. So a frustrating evening. Just one of them, unfortunately. It's the first time that we've suffered back-to-back defeats in the league under Steve Lovell. Makes Southend on Monday a little bit more important now. Yeah, disappointing, frustrating again, unfortunately. Home form, that is only 2 defeats on the road at home in the league under Steve Lovell, but obviously winning games has been an issue. We've drawn far too many. Yes, we've lost more on the road, but we've won plenty more on the road as well. So, couple of bits for Steve to look at, and the coaching staff as we start looking ahead to next season maybe. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday when we travel to Roots Hall for another Match Day Live. And until next time, up the Gills.